Hi, my name is Joshua Alexander, and for my project, I did the utilization of a recurrent neural network to predict the next U.S. economic recession. The Great Recession was a catastrophic event for many. Things such as the unemployment rate and the Dow Jones Industrial Average all indicated how severe the recession was. But researchers and economists alike can use the Great Recession and all past recessions to determine the exact causes and indicators of a recession, one of which has already been identified: the yield curve. The yield curve is found by subtracting the 10-month Treasury bond by the 10-year Treasury bond by the 3-month Treasury bond. This gives investors a good idea of how the long-term outlooks of the economy compare against the short-term outlooks of the economy. One unique phenomenon about the yield curve is something known as the yield curve inversion, where the 3-month Treasury bond outperforms the 10-year Treasury bond. This results in a negative value for the yield curve. This happened before the Great Recession, and for the past 60 years, this has always come before a recession, making it one of the most reliable predictors of a recession. Now, when I started my research, the yield curve had already inverted, so I knew it was a matter of time for the next recession to occur. This is where machine learning came into play. Machine learning can recognize trends and patterns that humans can't, and the specific one that I used was a recurrent neural network, which is a model that recognizes trends and patterns that occur over time. So it was especially helpful in this scenario. So the materials for this experiment included an HP Pavilion laptop with an Intel i3 core processing chip. I used Python 3.7.3. The data was retrieved from Quandl, which is an open data site. And the packages I needed were Keras and TensorFlow, which are machine learning packages. For my methods, I broke this down into 3 distinct phases. First, algorithm A, which was the historical prediction of the Great Recession based on historical yield curve values. Next, algorithm B was the prediction of future yield curve values based on those historical yield curve values. And finally, algorithm C was the integration of both algorithms to create a future prediction based on future yield curve values. So the results. The results indicated that a recession will occur from November of 2020 and last until April of 2022. Taking a deeper look into the results, we can see that algorithm A predicted a recession to occur from February of 2007 and last until February of 2008, whereas the Great Recession actually occurred from December of 2007 and lasted until June of 2009. Algorithm B also indicated a recession due to significant increase in yield curve values. Finally, once again, algorithm C predicted a recession to occur from November of 2020 and last until April of 2022. 72% of economists believe that a recession will occur before 2021, 53% of whom believe it will occur before 2020. This statistic proves the validity of the results generated by the model. There are many reasons for why this may have occurred, including the business cycle, fiscal policy, trade tensions, and asset market popping, such as the one that happened in 2008. So, some sources of error in this experiment may have been the lack of data, or also overfitting, which is when the model simply memorizes the data set and does not make a generalized prediction. So something that has recently come up and has caused our economy to come to a standstill is the coronavirus, or COVID-19. And that's something I want to talk about in terms of its economic effects. Kristalina Georgieva of the International Monetary Fund says, first, the outlook for the global growth. For 2020, it is negative, a recession at least as bad as during the global financial crisis or worse. This shows how many experts believe that a recession is likely to come in the near future. And with the coronavirus and COVID-19 causing many disruptions in the supply chain, a reduction in manufacturing, and also huge amounts of fiscal policy, $2 trillion from the U.S. legislator to bolster our economy, has all had significant impacts on our economy and may affect whether a recession will occur. However, the model was able to generate valid results and concurred with some data that was published from economists. Thank you.